Hey, what's going on? It's British Guy Gaming, and today I'm going to show you how to do the KOTOR widescreen fix that will remove all this black area you see around your screen when you launch the game in a high screen resolution. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to find your local files where your game is installed, and you want to go to the config application. Once you're on here, you want to enable VSync. You want to enable your hardware mouse, otherwise the game won't work, and you want to change your resolution to the one I have here. Once you've done all that, you just want to apply the settings and then close. Once you've done all this, you're going to want to find your KOTOR ini folder, or just in this case for me it's called KOTOR, and you want to go and open this with Notepad. Once you've opened this with Notepad, you're going to want to go and find your graphics options. This is where we're going to change the screen resolution in the game using the folder. So depending on the size screen resolution you want to use, once you find your width and your height, you're going to change the one that's relevant to you. So for me, I'm going to be changing the width to 1920, and the height I will change to 1080. Obviously, once you've done this, you're going to want to remember which one you've used because it will be relevant later. But you just want to save and then exit out. Once you've done this, you want to go to the link I'll have in the description to the KOTOR executable. This is, you'll download this, and you'll be using this to override the current executable that's in the folder by default. You need this in order for the patch to work. So obviously you want to open that, open the folder you had earlier with your game executable in it, and simply just click it and drag it along. If it asks if you want to replace the file, just hit yes. After this, we no longer need the executable file, and you can just close out of that. After this, you want to go back into the description, and you want to download the Universal Widescreen program. We'll be using this in order to patch it so it actually works in widescreen. But once you've downloaded it, you'll see the application there. Just open it. Once you've done this, you want to select the game resolution, but you want to select KOTOR 1024 by 760. I selected the wrong one originally, but I do change it. But no matter what resolution you're using, you do want to pick the 1024 one. After this, you're going to want to find where your game's installed. I recommend you actually do it manually because it will work better. But for me, I go into my program file, Steam apps, go into common, and then into my KOTOR folder. Don't like anything you're going to use patch to install a mod or that. You don't want to be selecting override or anything else. You just want to be using the main executable folder, so everything is stored. Once you have selected it, your resolution, it will say your new resolution, and this is where you want to type in the one you put into the ini folder. So for me, for the width I put 1920, and for the height I put in 180, so I put them in here again. After that, you just want to go patch, and it will say game successfully patched. Now obviously you could run the game like this, but the issue you'll see here is if you do run it like this so far, you'll have the HUD in the wrong place. So as you see, the HUD's using the old resolution, so it's in the middle of the screen and whatnot. It ruins that immersion you get. So once again, go into the description, and you're going to want to go to the widescreen one, which the widescreen forms even, and you want to scroll down to HUD correction, and you want to download the size that's relevant to the one you put in. once you've downloaded it, you'll open up and you'll see all these folders. But all you want to do is get your normal folder open, drag it to the side, find your override folder. If you don't have this normally, just make one, and you want just select all your files, and you're going to want to drag them over and in. If it asks if you want to replace any of these files, just say yes, and after that you are done. You won't have to open any more folders or download anything, and your HUD will now be in the correct place to fit the new resolution you've just patched. And yeah, just to show you it all works, opens the game, and we are using the full resolution, and the HUD is in the correct place, and the game runs properly. That was the KOTOR widescreen fix, and thank you all for watching.